Hey guys and girls, this is Thomas from Poor Man Racing. Today we're going to be working on my son's small block. Got all the stuff in for Christmas, so we're going to do this. We're going to knock it out. I have one of my buddies you may know, Phil Jenkins, and a co-worker named Josh. They're coming over to help give a hand on the motor. We're going to put this together, and what he doesn't know is I may let him put it in my car because I got to leave for 5 months in May. Let him race my car with his engine. Alright, see you guys here in a minute. Alright, so oil pump's torqued now, rods, mains, we fixed the cam issue, another bearing from Rock Auto, fucked up. So with all that being said and done, we're going to go ahead, get the oil pan on, and then start slapping heads on. Alright, so far we got the heads on, they're torqued, rocker arms are on, push rods are in. We're trying to find the other sprocket to the timing chain, so that way we go ahead, put the engine at TDC and line up the cam, go ahead doing all the valve lash, getting all the slack out of the push rods. But so far this is what we got. 1.5 roller rockers. We got a stud girdle that's going to go on too. I know we're running double hump heads, cast heads, but it'll do what it do. Got to put the last 2 freeze plugs in. Put our fuel pump back on since we're running mechanical on this one. But so far everything's coming along. As soon as we find stuff. Pardon the mess for this messy garage. Christmas just happened. I got a bunch of boxes I got to throw away when the trash comes on Monday or Tuesday. So my garage is going to be packed till then. Alright, next time you see, we should have the intake on and a bunch of other stuff done. Alright guys, update. We spent about 2 hours, 2.5 hours cleaning up the garage looking for the timing set. We found the upper sprocket, the chain. Then I finally came to the conclusion, hey, we didn't pull the bottom sprocket off for the timing chain whenever we pulled the crank. When we sent it off, guess what? They pulled it off. So now they're at AutoZone right now getting a double roller timing set and Woodruff keys, so that way we could at least put the front on. The only thing that will not get done today is valve covers. We got to order new valve covers. The ones we have right now are a little bit too short. Because as you guys can see, we're going roller rockers with a girdle and poly locks. As you guys can see, we're missing a woodruff key. And there's no timing gear. We have all the plugs back in. Freeze plugs are in. We're going to go through, get everything done, all buttoned up today, and try to make it to where as soon as he orders his valve covers, we could drop it in. Oh, by the way, there's a Super Victor Jr. going on this thing, so his little 357 small block should be laying down a little bit of power. We'll see how well it does. And we're going to set all the valves. Right now we just have the girdles on loosely, so that way they're just sitting in place. All of the poly locks are loose. But see you guys here in a few minutes. Alright guys and girls, this is day 2. We ran into a problem yesterday. Didn't notice that we cut the cameras off trying to fight it. The cam bearings that I bought the first time, for some reason all of them wanted to fight us. We got that figured out, went to O'Reilly's, picked up brand new cam bearings. Now we still have some of the first set that I bought in the block and they're catching. So we're going to pull the whole rotating assembly back out, try to get all that recorded where it went back in. We even put the heads on it. Things was going together fine until we tried to slap the cam in. Fourth journal bearing, hung up. So I got to pull everything out just to do it again. Alright, see you guys here in a little bit. Alright folks, we got most of the engine assembled. We're going to show you a little bit of a recap on everything that happened. We're at a stopping point right now. I'm waiting on some stuff to come in, such as probably a good 2.5, 3.5 inch tall valve covers. Then we'll lock down the intake, the carburetor, make sure all the valves are done. We got all the slack out of them. We still got to prime the engine, waiting on the priming tool to come in. But I'm going to show you guys what it looks like right now with the valve covers on. We took the stud girdle off, so that way we could just close up the engine right now, make sure nothing gets down in it. Have paper towel stuffed into the distributor hole, so that way we don't get anything down in there. We're going to just put some cheap 10W30 in, break it in, run it for 20 minutes at 2,000 RPMs. Make sure she's fine, not losing oil pressure. Drain it all. Put some good 20W50 in it and send her like a champ. Alright, let me show you guys how this thing looks right now. You guys look. Balancer's on. We're close to top dead center. It moved a little bit once I tightened all the bolts down on The pulley, still got to put the fuel pump on. Valve covers are on. Intake is sitting in place. Yes, he's got a Victor Jr. on it. It'll make power, probably not a lot of torque. Just got the carburetor sitting on there for now. Get everything plumbed up. We got brand new fuel log on it. Everything is ready to go. All the plugs are tight. All oil galley plugs are tight. Everything is ready to go. We just got to scrape off some gasket material on the headers where the headers melt. We're going to put the alternator back on. But with all that being said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please hit that like, share, bell for notifications. It helps me out tremendously, and I hope you guys enjoyed all the content I made.